Hey everyone, so it's just me, Josh, doing a solo video this time around, and I'm doing something a little bit different than we normally do, and I decided to go on to the Apex Legends Discord server, find these two guys, Ray and Kaiser, and I decided to run some games with them. And I just wanted to kind of do an overhead analysis of me playing a few games of Apex, analyze what I'm doing, describe my decisions, kind of go through everything to kind of help you and help myself realize how to play better. So I have this game, which was shorter. It got cut short. We didn't play too well. And then I have another game I'm going to be going over, which is longer. Made it to the top two, I believe. Didn't win, but it's still good to realize your failures that late in the game, even if you got very close to winning. So to start this game, we got put into Olympus. It was the very end of the rotation, so next game is no longer Olympus. But Ray was playing Crypto, I took Pathfinder, and I believe Kaiser took Lifeline. So Crypto is very good. He's a scouting character. He uses a drone to scout out areas. Kaiser picked... Oh, no, okay. Lifeline. Crypto uses his drone to scout out areas, find loot, respawn teammates. And then Lifeline uses her drone to heal and pick up teammates. And then I was Pathfinder. I used my grapple to mobilize myself and our team. So at this point, I'm just going to kind of let the first bits play out, and I'll hop in like this through the recording and add more commentary.
Bloody hell, you look like... Let's land here.
So at this point, I chose to put our team at estates, and once we drop, we actually divert because there is another high-level squad coming there, and I didn't want to put a challenge on our team very early on since we had only just started playing together. And it's really not wise to put a challenge on you and your team if you guys aren't prepared for good communication and team play. So you can see here, I see them and I immediately divert, and we go to this kind of off-section building. This is just so we stay alive longer. It guarantees us easy loot without having to worry about an early stage fight. I got that.
Level 3.
Ooh.
That's a little better.
You can take it straight.
I'm looking for like a hemlock flatline if one of you finds it and doesn't want
Hemlock?
You can have my hemlock if you want.
Alright, bet. So this is also very important with communicating with your teammates. I had an extended heavy mag. I really like my flatline hemlock. So immediately I was just like, hey guys, I'm looking for a hemlock flatline if you happen to find it. So my teammate, very nice guy, I really appreciate him, Kaiser. He dropped his own hemlock for me, and he gave it to me because, I mean, I don't know what is in his mind, but he probably believed I could do better with it, so he handed it off to me, which I really appreciate. Now, when we came to this building, we immediately heard enemies, so you can see us holding out outside, and Ray immediately enters his drone to scout the area for us. Our positioning wasn't best. We probably should have droned further out, but this is a very good decision to scout the area out, find the enemy first, because we didn't have exact locations yet, and you never want to engage blind. You want to always have the upper hand, and knowing where your enemy is always the greatest advantage possible.
Let's see.
They were doing sloppy looting.
He literally left so much loot. There's no way they're in here. Yeah, that whole building's
They're on the
open.
zip line.
They might be down. They might be like on the bottom. You know, there's an underground.
60 seconds left. The ring's very close.
They're down there.
I'm back. Logged on patrol. I'm recalling my drone.
I just heard gunshots north side.
Yeah, I think they're... Oh, wait. they're
So
not.
here, I kind of make a bad call and say I hear shots to the north.
They might
What I
be-
heard were shots underground in a little underground section of this. And as you can see, my teammate rushed down and immediately got downed. I really should have just said I heard shots near and told them to hold position. This ends up really messing up our fight and putting us at a severe disadvantage.
You can probably throw an arc straight on there.
I got no nades.
Okay.
Throwing OCTANE.
Hit 20.
10 seconds. The ring is fairly close.
Thermite grenade out.
Listen, it's all good if you don't go in there. It's fine.
Patching myself up a bit.
I can see that the ring's moving on the map.
So at this point, we're in a bit of a pinch. This team could rotate from the far side building from the side. We don't know where they're coming from. And right here, our lifeline drops down to try and get the banner. This really, really puts us at a disadvantage. And through this fight, I get really, really close to killing them. Both of them were probably within 10 to 20 health. So kind of as an overview of this fight, it really could have been taken better position-wise. We could have gone from the side, which would have given us a very straight-on flank of them. Ray should not have dropped down. We lost our high ground very fast. Same with Lifeline, should have just held the high ground until they tried to push us. I don't know exactly, I'm not a professional player, but I think this was probably the best play possible for me to make. They were coming up the zip line, that lines up a lot of headshots for me and a lot of easy hits. Meanwhile, they're moving, they can't hit me as well. If I had just landed 2-3 more bullets in this fight, I probably could have won it and gotten my teammates back, but just the start bad engagement put us in a really bad position and forced me into a 1v3, which was basically impossible. So coming into this game, we've talked a bit, kind of reviewed our own mistakes, and we're feeling a little bit stronger as a team. So Kaiser goes Bangalore. She's very good for positioning. She uses smoke grenades to cover your team, and she also gets a movement boost when getting shot at, so she really helps with positioning on the ground. I, still Pathfinder, can help out with movement of myself and full team through zip lines, and we still have Crypto to help with our scouting.
Yeah, I don't know. They probably won't buff it.
You can certainly try.
Oh, map switched. That's good.
Oh, yeah, nice.
That way.
So the team didn't feel comfortable being jump master, and they've passed it off to me. So I thought launch site is a late drop. It's safe for us and it's fine. But turning around, I realized I didn't see anyone dropping thermal station, and it was the hot drop with all sorts of good goodies. But looking back, I noticed a team coming down there, and I didn't want to force my team to engage it early on again. So we decided to redirect and go to tree, closer to circle, more central, good loot still. Very easy place to land.
Oh shit.
One, yeah.
And it's
Two
not
I'm
us.
joking. What's going on me?
Oh, on you?
I mean, not
Against
really,
all my
not really
best
on me.
efforts, at this point, my teammate Ray starts to get shot at by a team that landed on the left side of those buildings. And all I have are 2 charge rifles, so I just take advantage of the range I have, and I start trying to laser down anyone I see. And I believe this was a Bangalore, and I get a lot of heavy damage off of her, and she just tries to run away. And so I try and reposition to get better eyes. There's another enemy there, not going too well. I down her right here, and this gives me a lot of free will. Now I can engage. My teammate has also killed one of them, so we only have 1 left to get rid of. You got him? Nice.
Grab the purple, grab the purple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you loot. I'll watch.
Oh, that's real close.
Nice.
Replace my hemlock. My 2 charge rifles. Last one hit. He's right around here, dude. I'm blind though. I punched him.
Nice.
So the way I took the fight there was a little bit risky. I played it a bit stupid with my peeking at the door, kind of just inching out, not firing at him all the time, which caused me to take damage. I lost my shield. It's not awful, but it can put you in a bad spot. And also while engaging him, I just kind of went all in, didn't bother really looking over the situation. If he had a shotgun, I could have been dead very easily. And at that, I also decided to punch him, which really put me at a risk of a shotgun blast to the face. And judging how we had BM'd his teammates, he was probably very, very ready to BM me. And if you don't know what that means, BMing, bad mannering, is when you kill someone who's downed just for the sake of securing your kill and not for the sake of, say, armor swapping with them or taking their ammo because you need it.
Keep eyes on the new kill leader.
Tag the cargo bot.
Recharging shields.
I just feel like it can be way more consistent than the
Yeah, honestly, I don't really like the massive that much because, like, I don't know, when you shoot, it's like weird.
It has much more of like kind of a fan spread to it.
I could use that.
So over the next little while, we don't get into many engagements, so I'll just take the time to kind of talk about the state of the game and my plans in the game. So we just started Season 9, and it's been an interesting start. They introduced a new weapon called the Bocek and a new champion called Valkyrie. Valkyrie can fly around. She has a jet swarm that allows you to shoot many small missiles towards your enemies as her tactical. Her passive is she has jets that can allow her to minimally fly around, and her ultimate allows you to activate kind of a jump tower-esque jump where you go straight up and are able to fly away. And the Bocek, well, it's a bow, and it shoots 60 damage arrows right now, and it's a pretty powerful weapon. I'm not good at it very much, but for those who can aim with the Bocek, it can shred the enemies. So at this point, our teammate Ray has separated from us a little bit. He's over at warehouse. No, it's shipping facility or something like that. Anyways, he's all the way over there, and that's a bit dangerous. We're separated. And at this point, Kaiser also spots some enemies on the roof right by him. So we're in a very tight spot, because if Ray gets cut off again, this puts us in a 2v3 situation, and we can't really go over there and get him. Luckily, they don't notice him. They blast off. We don't need to worry. I'm just taking pot shots at them. I shouldn't have done this, because one, it draws attention to us, and if you look at my ammo, I'm very low. I need ammo to, I need more ammo, and I don't have any to spare right now. So it is best for me not to take those pot shots and just to hold on to my ammo. Now here, I place a zipline just to get Ray over to us, and then we'll just keep on moving into circle. You getting cut off over there on your own, that'll suck.
I'm just gonna
get these bins. This is also something for much more two players, but you'll see I'm doing a lot of sliding followed by jumping. This allows you, the sliding gives you an increased momentum, and jumping lets you carry that momentum rather than having the ground steal it from you. So this is just really to keep yourself moving fast. It's not a hard tech to learn. It's a little bit harder on controller than keyboard and mouse. But overall, it's really useful because it makes it harder for people to hit you and just lets you move faster. So coming here, I was hoping to keep finding the enemies that had just flown over here. right here you can see him wiggle right through that gap. Slow it down a little bit for you. And right away I call this out to my teammates because it is very important to know the positioning of your enemies, because if you know where they are, it can help you position yourself in a better place. Now right here, I'm doing a little crouch spam. I'm holding this window because it's very important to use the doors and windows to your advantage, because you can see through them, but no one can shoot you, and chances are if they scan their eyes by it, they're not going to see you off the bat, especially not at a distance like these enemies are. So I'm holding this. Ray pulls out his drone, keeps scouting. They're nowhere to be seen. We're safe. So from hearing that, I decide, you know, let's push up to this rock, get the high ground, and keep on moving from here. Yeah, no, let's push into circle because we were kind of out of it.
Oh, in circle, okay.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have went down here.
Yeah, it looks like they went toward Vault. So I say they most likely went to Vault, which is the tunnel towards the north. This is because looking to the west, I can see those bins are untouched, meaning they most likely didn't run through there, because why would you run through there and not grab the bins that aren't already opened? So they most likely went through the tunnel towards train station, and that tunnel is very, very dangerous. It's a tight space, and if you get pinched in there, it's a death sentence. So I say, yeah, let's just go west, let's flank around, don't risk that danger, just get a free rotation. And that's really a smart idea to do if you want to play safe. If you're a little bit more risky and you want to go for kills, the tunnel could be for you. But for the sake of safety, for the sake of keeping the team together and staying smart, I chose that we should go to the west.
Thank you.
Champions out, huh? Thrones
Oh,
are
got
for the
even
taking.
Heavy ammo here. Heavy ammo here. Come on.
We should probably wait for
Yeah.
Kaiser. Yep, I'm just gonna call you Kaiser.
So here we're just waiting for Kaiser, but I'm very cautious. Oop, I hit my mic. I'm very cautious because we just had the people who most likely went into train station, so we are very out in the open right now. If they have any form of a sniper, we're an easy target. They can hit us hard, and then they can push on us and pinch us against this wall. And up there, I noticed that there is an apex predator flying away. This is an important detail for later, because apex predators are the top 750 people in the region, meaning these people are good. They're consistently playing the game, and they are hard to engage on because they have the most experience of anyone. So I assume there is fighting in that area that he just flew from. So we are just kind of looting up and preparing to flank around and hit them while they are there. Shrinking fast. So I'm thinking we got the one squad that just killed the other, and then that one predator, and that's the only enemies left. I'm looking for a shotgun bolt if you guys...
Do you want a bookline or replicator?
So right here is another really important example of communication. My Mastiff had no bolt, and the bolt increases your fire rate, so it's really important to get a bolt on your shotgun so you can shoot it faster and kill people faster. So I was immediately to my teammates like, hey, if you guys find a shotgun bolt, let me know. And Kaiser went down and immediately found a gray and a purple shotgun bolt, meaning it was the highest upgrade I could get. And if I hadn't communicated that, I would have never gotten that upgrade. It's really important to communicate these upgrades to your teammates, to your friends, to make sure your guns can get as best upgraded as possible for your fights. let's see if that care package gets grabbed.
Birth?
So right here, I notice a care package just came down, and as you can see from it, it emits a slight beam of light right above it. And so I'm just sitting here watching it, being like, if that disappears, we know exactly where the enemy is. But also in the top right, as I'm thinking this, I notice there are a lot of knocks and kills going on, meaning they aren't there, we don't hear them. The fight is elsewhere. So I immediately say, this is our time to engage. So I start pushing up, teammates are right behind me, very good following from them. So I immediately go up, grab the care package, and from this point it is just us versus them, and you'll see how that goes. I'm pretty sure we have numbers here, so just play tight, play safe. I found a Kraber, which is pretty fun.
Oh, wait, what's a predator?
What?
What's a predator?
It
know
is
it's like
the
one of the-
top it was the top 750 players in the region.
Oh, that's not a
Oh,
predator.
there they are. They're launching
launch.
east. They're launching east. Pull back.
They're coming.
So right here, I tell our teammate to pull back. This really stinks because Kaiser is very separated from us. One of them goes to us, two of them goes to him. That means it's a 2v1 over there, and if they take him out, it's now becoming a 3v2, which is exactly what happens, and it puts us once again in a bad spot. I try to use the Kraber to the best advantage I can. I miss my shot there, I fail to lead him, and this really puts us in a bad spot because I'm down on health. The one I shot already has recovered his health, and it's down to a 3v2.
Oh. Oh.
So what went wrong here? First, Kaiser was separated, and that immediately caused a bad position for us in a 3v2. Second, when I got engaged on, well, when me and Ray got engaged on, I panicked. I tried to go with a Kraber shot, it didn't work, wasted time, and then I only got 2 hits with my Hemlock, and it just wasn't useful. So yeah, that is the overview of 2 of my games. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of content. I think it could be useful for me and any other newer players to Apex. Definitely not higher ranked people, just because I'm not high ranked, I'm not a professional, but I can at least provide commentary on how to fix my own mistakes, because hindsight is 2020. If you enjoyed the content, please consider dropping a like, subscribing, and letting me know if you like it and if you want me to do it again. I definitely enjoyed doing this, and yeah, I hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you next time.